What you want to eat? Your first official meal.
I've been asking for chicken since I was in there, so I'm good. I'm good right now. I just wanted some chicken.
What was they feeding you?
Slop. That's every day.
What's slop? Like just mixed up
ground
vegetables?
beef, rice.
No, all that shit is soy. Making y'all grow titties and you can't develop muscle.
Oh my God.
It keeps y'all from being aggressive.
And just eating soups. Noodles and noodles.
Well, at least you how they make the soups?
Trash bag.
Trash bags?
Yeah, like, so you can buy the soups off the commissary, but you can't, they don't give you no bowl to cook it in, so you gotta cook it in the trash bag. Oh, thank you.
It is like some real, like, survival type shit up in there.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We'll wait for your stuff at the end.
That's fine.
He got to charge you.
I'm cool. Whatever y'all want to do.
You ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah.
You know how I am.
We good.
All right, cool. We good?
Good. Go ahead.
All right, quiet on set.
Should I leave?
You can stay, but I don't want him to get nervous. I don't. And I don't want him looking off to the side while you That's what she does. All right, go. Bye. Only person can stay is Jasmine and Sade. Bye. Okay. Tell John them be quiet. We about to film.
John, we're finna start. You got a very loud voice.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah.
It's very deep. You should do radio. You should do radio. It's very deep. You sound like Barry White. You remember Barry White?
You sound like one of them gospel singers.
Preach.
Yeah, they got that good church voice.
Yeah. All right, cool. We good? All right, so, Von Ray.
What's up?
Welcome to the wine cellar. Now, I know you can't drink, you know what I'm saying? First day out.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, most people that get out, you know, they write a song, you know what I'm saying?
I thought about that, though.
You
had a lot of time.
You want to be a rapper? You ever thought about being a rapper?
No, for what?
Okay.
I'm 29 years old.
Now listen, last time you were here, okay? We weren't in this particular wine cellar. We were in another studio, and we had some beef to clear up. And the beef was, there were some things that was said on my show about information that I had received when interviewing your ex-girlfriend, LaToya Forever, okay? LaToya Ali, soon-to-be ex-husband, Adam Ali. And he didn't know what that interview was going to be about, and neither did I. I received the questions prior to by my show producer, and you don't seem to believe it. You think like it was a setup. First of all, I mean, it's Adam Ali. The only reason I knew about Toya is because my daughter watched her, okay? And so, but I know there was something attacking, I guess, your sexuality, and you felt like I lied on you.
I ain't gonna say I felt like you lied. I just felt like you was doing your
You called me a liar.
job. I mean, because you kind of switched what I did and made it seem like I was lying to you, but it was really like the same scenario. Because if you can say something about me, but because you made it seem like, oh, you know too, like y'all knew facts, and it was just a rumor what people was making up.
But I mean, it's Jeffree Star.
We back here again.
I know that's what I'm saying. We gotta clear it up. It's Jeffree Star. He is known for soliciting young, black, attractive men. I already told you were biracial, so I'm just going.
He was in one relationship with one black man.
He was in one? How you know one?
Because he was on the public blog.
That was public.
So we know one known.
Okay, but two, because you was on it.
Oh my God. We know one known, and now this man is soliciting black people and paying them. Come on now.
Now, Toya, after your interview with me, now she could have been just upset. Me and Toya have spent like a lot of time on the phone.
I heard y'all been friends. Yeah,
no, I'm not friends with.
You promoting the waist trainers too?
I am not promoting. Have you seen me post the waist trainer?
I've been in jail, Tasha.
Huh? Does my waist look like it's being trained?
It does. A little snatch.
Oh, okay. I mean, with the fupa sitting on my thigh. Okay. No, I have not. She did send some waist trainers. They are very good waist trainers, by the way. But we were in a all-exclusive deal, and so I can't promote any waist trainers, I think, for another like month or so. And so maybe if Toya want to hit me up and pay a little something, you know, then I'll snatch it up. You understand? So, but no, we're not friends. We've had a few phone conversations, but she did tell me that, you know, a lot of the stuff that you said during our last interview and in your DM because I was under the impression it was your cousin in your DM, and that's when I put out on my show that you had gone to jail as a result of trying to defend your ex-girlfriend, LaToya Forever. And I was under the impression you were already in jail, but turns out you weren't in jail. You were about to go to jail and you were dropping videos, and there were some things said about the father of her child. There was some things said about her relationship with, I guess, was it the nanny or something like that?
Yeah.
Her having a relationship with the nanny. Well, you say you caught her. She says it was a birthday gift or something. I don't know, for you.
That wasn't on my birthday.
It wasn't your birthday?
That was way before my birthday.
Okay. So you understand how messy this is?
I get it, yeah.
But when it comes, Adam truly did not know, and I have to defend him on this part. He didn't know what that interview was going to be about.
I mean, regardless if you know what it's about or not, you a grown man. You entitled to your actions, right? It ain't like we interviewing a 16-year-old boy that don't know right from wrong.
Okay.
And just being a man, like, especially going through what I've been through these last 3 months, you don't just say something if you don't really know. You just see a blog or see me be a friend or work for a gay man. That don't mean I'm gay.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you like whatever. You like horse dick for all I care. That don't mean I can't.
No. We got to care about that. Like, that's bestiality. But
I'm just saying I can't be
right.
opposed to working with you or being friends with you just because you're gay. And
Okay.
just because I'm scared somebody gonna say, oh, he's sleeping with him. Like,
so for the record, so people can get a clear answer, because LaToya told me after we cleared this up that you called her and asked her, because you were having money issues, if you should contact Jeffree Star for some money. That's what she told me verbatim.
Okay. This was after
you did the interview with me.
We talking about something that she trying to retaliate.
I said she could be vengeful. It could be a revenge. But she says, listen, he called me. He was having some money issues. And I told him I guess she didn't have the money. She said that she already had bought you a car.
We wasn't having no money issues. That ain't never happened. That's just after the fact I did Jason Lee. That's after the fact I did Tasha K. And she saw, for one, LaToya didn't think I was going to be able to survive without her. And when I started branching and really just getting my audience focused on me and not just us as a dynamic anymore, she was finding any way to say something like that. For one, when I first did the interview with you, the first interview, I didn't even say nothing bad about her. I didn't say nothing bad on the Jason Lee interview.
Mm-hmm.
It was just copacetic. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what was there bad to say about her?
It was a lot I could have said.
Like what? Well, like what?
I mean, it's a lot. Like
Where's my wine?
Like the things I told you.
Where's like what?
Before I went to jail. I mean, I could be honest. Yes, I told you that. But I didn't feel in the position I was in, I was going to jail. I already knew I had the warrant out on me for like maybe a few weeks. And in my mind, I probably didn't really think it through right.
Okay.
But I was trying to set myself up to say, okay, let me record as much content as I can, because I didn't know how long I was going to have to be away. I didn't think I was going to be gone 3 months. I thought maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks at the most.
And just to clarify for the viewers, like, you just got out.
I just got out.
5 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at, what is it, like 9 o'clock tonight?
Mm-hmm.
So what was your first meal?
You almost got me. I had some chicken.
What was your co-sign?
Chicken.
You had some chicken?
Just some chicken.
Now, I saw the little videos on your Instagram. Look like you got a thirst trap and stuff. What you doing with
No, just, trying to get my mojo back. Because it's like, I think being in jail and just being in that toxic environment, it kind of just took a lot of my confidence away.
What kind of things, like, what made, I mean, jail, of course, is toxic, okay? It is suitable for some people. I think they need to be in there. But what type of things did you see while you were in jail? What made it so uncomfortable?
It's just fights. I mean, you wake up 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm a morning person, so I'm like, hot coffee. I'm ready to go get my day started. But you just wake up in the morning, they fighting over nasty behind tray. You seeing people get stabbed, I've seen people get raped. It's just things that be going on. So it'll mess your mind up. It'll make you very aware and always on edge, like what's gonna happen today, type thing.
That is crazy.
It is. I mean, it's just a county jail. I ain't even in prison.
Yeah, Cobb County is about that life.
Yeah.
Okay, I was there. Very, very honest with the viewers about the time I did, and they was like, "Hey, put her in here." I was like, "Ma'am, please don't do this. Don't do this." Because listen, contrary to this camera, I'm little. Okay,
Yeah.
I know I look big, but I'm little.
You can hold your own though. I think you'll be.
I can hold my own, but them girls up in that,
It's easier for women to do time. Y'all ain't got to worry about nothing.
But I mean, let me ask you something. You see somebody getting like raped, like is it like a group thing? Do you just mind your business?
I'm gonna be
Y'all
real.
don't help them?
I mean, what I'm gonna help with?
No, I mean like help take the guy off from, you know what
I
I'm
mean, at the time that I wasn't meaning to see it. I was working out, doing some push-ups, and it's like a little glass where you could walk and just see some cars in a little parking lot, and that just kind of gave me like hope, like one day I'm gonna get out of here. It ain't gonna be forever. So I would do 10 push-ups, then walk to the glass and be like, okay, I'm gonna get out of here one day. Let me do some more.
Okay.
Just to keep me motivated. And I just went by that door in a little cell at the wrong time and saw something I wasn't supposed to see.
It was like multiple guys?
I think it was like 2 or 3, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I cannot. Somebody's son. Okay.
It
But
is.
they ain't try you though, because you know you got
Nah.
nice hazel eyes now. They ain't try you.
Now, I think they know, like, because I played, for one, in jail, it's like, you got the Muslims, you got the Crips, you got the Bloods,
Okay.
and you got civilians. So they consider me as a civilian. I'm somebody that don't bang and ain't into this jail life. Because these people do this, they get out and they come right back because they be so institutionalized. They don't know how to go home and live a conducive life in the real world. So they call me a civilian. I'm just gonna be here a little while. I'm gonna go home and probably never come back.
Okay.
But they find a way to live a lifestyle in jail because that's just what they used to and they comfortable with it. So they never really bother me. You know what I'm saying?
So what makes you a target in jail though? How can you?
Being affiliated.
So being affiliated, they'll pick out the I guess the weak one in the group. And
No, I think it's just being affiliated means like you got another man's problem is your problem. So like if say you a Blood or a Crip or a Muslim, if your brother get into something with one of the other gang members, then his problem with him is now everybody's problem with everybody, and then now y'all fighting. I ain't got time for that. So I just rather have no problems with nobody and just deal with nothing with nobody on my own. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. Glad to see you out. You look like you dropped a lot of weight.
I did.
You know, you seem upset about that.
Did.
But now before we started this interview, you know, me and you we had quite a heated conversation this morning. You didn't think it was heated?
I think that's just you, Tosh.
Oh, you blaming this on me?
No, I mean, I'm not saying, I'm not blaming nothing. I'm just saying, I just think that's how you talk and that's just your personality.
That's how I talk? I don't yell. Sade, do I yell? Wow, okay.
I think that's just your personality. And I think if you would have caught me 3 months before I went to jail, I probably wouldn't have argued with you back. But now I be such on edge and got to get back acclimated to the real world.
Oh, so I just caught you at the wrong time.
No, I think it was just more so like, I've been such in a toxic environment, so I just was like, you know what, I'll argue with this lady today. You feel me? But I thought about it, I was like, she trying to get me. So
No, I wasn't trying to get you. I was just like, how you gonna call me a liar and you?
It was the same ordeal. Like,
it wasn't the same.
You said information that you didn't know for sure, and I said information that I knew wasn't true, and we should just apologize.
Oh, so that's how you didn't put it like that this morning.
Because you wouldn't let me talk. You kept over-talking me, remember?
That's what I do. I over-talk. That's what I do.
You kept over-talking me.
Yeah. You nervous about doing this interview?
Nah.
You sure?
I'm positive.
You were a lot more vocal than the last one. The last one, you were very, very quiet and subtle and just, I don't know if you was on a vegan diet or something, but you was just real mellow. Now, I guess because of where you just got out, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're just a little bit more, because you used to, you know, just kind of looking over your shoulder.
Now I think just the whole process of this whole year, I think people getting certain perceptions of me that I constantly gotta fight. I'm constantly telling somebody I ain't a clout chaser. I wasn't the one editing the videos and coming up with all these scenarios for us to put out. This wasn't my idea to become a YouTuber. I just fell into it because that's what she wanted me to do. So it's like, I wasn't vocal at first because I didn't feel like I wanted to talk about nothing, you know what I'm saying? But then after me going to jail and seeing how she reacted on social media and just seeing just the way she treated me while I was in there. Like, I had a few conversations with her while I was there.
You talked to Toya while you were in jail? What did you guys talk about?
Nothing really. I think the first time I talked to her, I think I was there maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and my lawyer was working both cases. He was working the case in Cobb, and then essentially the cab case that was a shooting with Adam and his friend, I guess. And she basically told me I deserved it. So, and I mean, that's pretty much was it. And it was just random. I called her. I don't know why, but I just think it was so soon. I was just all in emotions everywhere. And I don't know if I was just looking for some, are you all right or something? Because it was still fresh as breaking up at that time. It was so soon. And she was with a cousin of mine or something like that. And I don't know what she told him, but he was just like, oh, your karma catching up with you. And I'm like, what? So, and then she said I deserve jail. So I was just like, all right, cool. Let me ride this out. I thought I was going to do it by myself. So I was just.
Did that hurt you?
I ain't going to say it hurt me because you don't know what to expect from her, but it bothered me, yeah. I think regardless, you shouldn't tell a person like you deserve jail. That's like next to death. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's just, that's something you shouldn't say.
Well, what made her say something like that to you?
I think she just bothered.
What was it that you did? What did you do? What was it that you did like that really just, I mean, I could never say anybody deserves jail unless they truly did something to go to jail, like hurt a child or, kill somebody or something like that. But what impression did you leave her with? Was it the information that you gave me to put out on the blog about Adam not being the baby father?
I mean, that's just what she told me. We like I said, in our relationship, we pillow talk. We had a lot of conversations. When we first started dating, we were real close. Like, we would talk all day more than people thought it was just faking for the media. Like, we was really in love and talk. So it was like, she told me things I don't even think she told herself. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of times it may have just slipped out, like, in certain ways. And then, but like I said.
So she told you that there was a possibility.
She told me in so many ways. So I'm like, I'm going to just tell you straight up.
Adam wasn't the father and it was the soca singer.
Like I said, she told me in so many ways. So if somebody, I'm just like, you're in a relationship, you've been married for 20 years. You'll come and talk to your husband while you're on the toilet. I'm pretty sure you done did that before. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm using the bathroom. She walk in, she holding the baby. And she like, you should just be Aya's dad. And I'm like, what? Aya got a daddy. But the thing, I think she was just being funny because out of all her kids, Aya, I clinged to her the most. And she clinged to me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, just because she was young and she wasn't as impressionable as the older ones, and their dad telling them not to want to be around me or whatever he was trying to train them. She was just a baby. She couldn't understand what he would tell her if he tried, you know what I'm saying? So she was, kind of clingy to me. And I was just looking at her like, he got a daddy. I mean, she got a daddy. And I never would be like, yeah, let me be her dad, because I'm a dad. I got 2 sons. I wouldn't want my kids to be trying to be somebody else's kids, so. But
it didn't make you feel uncomfortable being that, you were around a woman with kids, and like y'all, even though you say that y'all were close and talking and knew each other, like, things like that come up. Kids say people did something to them. I mean, did you really feel that comfortable being around the kids?
This your second time asking me that. Like,
I know. I'm just like, it didn't.
I'm a family-oriented man. Like, I grew up with a big family. Okay. So, and a lot of our family, most of our family is people that's married into the family, and they already had kids when they was married in. So it's like, I don't look at it like that. Like, they are kids.
So it's perfectly okay for your children's mother to bring men around your kids that they are not going to marry.
Men or man, that's one. If she decides to get married and have a boyfriend or man, I have to trust her judgment on what she's doing. I can't hold her
Well, I mean, their daddy about that life, so if anybody do anything,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't hold her. You
Okay,
know?
I saw
I
the
gotta
video.
trust
You
her
about that
judgment.
life. Yeah.
She know what I'm about. She know I ain't gonna go for nothing crazy. So she gonna make sure whoever she got around my son is gonna be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to check. And so you said in so many words, like you should be she said you should be Aya's father, and then you like, well, she got a father, and then she's like, well, I don't know.
No, it wasn't like I don't know. It was just like somehow we got onto the cruise situation, and she was just like, you know, when I got back and I found out I was pregnant, I was thinking like, dang, is this Kes baby? And I was like, if you had to think that, it's something to it, because for a woman, y'all know, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know.
I mean, you know, if you got one partner, but the way the dates mix up, it could be hard, you know.
I mean, yeah, but for her to second guess it kind of, and then when I actually looked at Aya and then looked at the guy Kes, and then Googled him, the first thing I Googled was something about, when I Googled the Kes, the first thing that popped up was an old blog about Kes and LaToya. So that's what kind of made me like, oh dang, so I ain't the first person to know about this. So it settled in me that it was something that she knew was true.
Well, Kes did reach out to me.
Yeah.
And he did deny having any type of sexual relationship with LaToya. So now.
But she admitted the relationship to you though, right?
She did.
Yeah.
As well as another guy that she's dating who he calls himself the Canadian, I forgot, like on Instagram. He has a fitness model girlfriend. Her name is something the OG.
Yeah.
I can't remember their names verbatim or whatever, but you know, she did admit that, and she was like, damn, how'd you know? And I think you gave me that information.
Because, like I said,
what's his name again?
I don't know his name, but
okay.
I know
his Instagram.
I know his fiance. She's a fitness model.
Yes.
I'm a fitness trainer.
Right.
So just because she in Canada, we all follow each other. We all network with each other. So when I seen who it was, I'm like, that's OG dude. He just bought her a gym. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what's going on?
Well, she said, listen, she is tired of taking care of men. And I had a conversation with her about this. She said, because she was taking care of you, she bought you a car. So she said she didn't mind being a side piece to him because apparently he had a lot of bread. And so I remember when we put that story out, when we got the information from you about her sleeping with OG's dude, okay, who's African, and very, very just hard on the eye, may I say. Okay, so he has to have money. You have to have money. And if I lay it down with something like that, I gotta have something out of it because I mean that's hard. But OG responded and posted herself to his Instagram. I guess claiming territory, like, I don't care who say what, this one's mine.
And that's cool, that's by her right. She got a ring. She's supposed to get married.
Yeah.
I mean,
LaToya said she didn't really give a fuck. She said her and the guy were laughing about it. You know? She
was in a marriage, and regardless if she cheated on Adam whenever, like she say she did, you should at least have respect for marriage and relationships. You shouldn't want to be the side chick to somebody if you wouldn't want your husband in your marriage have a side chick. You know what I'm saying? That's just weird. Like if you was in a marriage and you knew what it take to have kids and hold a house down, why would you try to go mess up somebody else's life? And
well, I mean, if she's not married anymore, like he's the only one that's married, that's up to him and his wife. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's stepping out. So you gotta, I mean, yes, we would expect people to have morals, but let's be honest, a lot of women don't. They don't mind being second, third, fourth, hanging on by the thread, bitch, I'm here.
I mean, but Tony
they don't
was
mind.
Still married at the time.
Yeah.
She was still married, he was still married. I mean, what are we doing? And you just got our relationship with me. Maybe a week before you did that. So what we doing here?
I mean, but somebody could say the same thing about you because you was dating a married woman.
And at the time when I first got in a relationship with her, she told me she wasn't married.
Oh.
I found out from her mom after we had already settled into the relationship.
Then that you didn't think that I need to go because she could easily.
But at that point, we had already started the YouTube. We had already invested time in the relationship. I'm already in love with her, the kids, and all of this other stuff we got going on. I done helped her move into her new crib. A lot of stuff had already went on before I actually knew, okay, you ain't never signed these papers? No, we just been separated. Like, what I supposed to do?
So then that didn't give you a red flag? Like, if you didn't sign, maybe she was holding on. Like, maybe there's an if, and that's why she didn't sign.
She, like I said, she always told me it was no if. She told me she was done years before they even got a divorce. So, I mean, I just believed it. You know what I'm saying? I was in love, so I just believed what my woman had going on. She ain't showed me at that moment in time, we were so together every day, stuck on each other every day. Mm-hmm. She didn't show me anything other than she was about me.
Were you truly in love?
I think at the time, yeah.
At the time? No, because when you love, you love. I don't think you can just love somebody and fall out of love when y'all break
it's
up.
different. Like, it's boundaries. It's like one thing I ain't gonna play to no dude. Like, you got somebody else you want to deal with, go do that. I'm good. I ain't never been hard to find a woman. You know what I'm saying? So when I found out she did something, I was just like, I'm good. That's what people don't realize. Like, I left her. She ain't leave me.
Let me ask you something. So you and Adam have had words?
Nah, never.
Well, the confrontation, I'm not going to talk about specifics because I know you have an ongoing case right now.
Yeah.
However, and that whole altercation had to do with LaToya, okay?
I don't know.
You don't think so?
Like I said, when that...
So...
I could talk about the altercation.
Okay.
Like I said, when I was the night of the party, she told me the week that she had an event. Her friends from Jamaica, they moving to Atlanta, they having some party. And I was like, cool. She's like, yeah, they invited us. Let's go. They invited us. They told me to bring a +1. And you know they talking about you, Vaughn. Everybody want to meet you. And I was like, okay, cool. She convinced me that we were invited. So I'm like, cool.
Okay.
And she never mentioned one time that Alvin was gonna be there. And we got dressed that night. We was looking nice. We went in there. And one thing people don't understand is me having a gun, and I can say this because this is just God honest truth. I've always carried a gun. I've been a concealed weapons holder for like the last 5 to 6 years. I ain't never not carried a gun.
Even as, aren't you a felon?
No,
don't let me, I don't want to assume.
I ain't never been convicted.
Oh, so you're not
of
a felon. Okay.
I ain't never been convicted of a crime a day in my life.
Okay.
I always carried a gun because I'm a concealed weapons holder. I just, exercise my rights to carry. I have been shot before, so maybe that's a little bit more why I carry. I never shot nobody, never had to use my gun before anything. I never even tried to use my gun to put somebody in fear or threaten them. You know what I'm saying? It's just for simple my protection. A lot of times people don't even know I got it on me. So just that night, we walk in and the first face I see, like Adam's sitting at the end of the bar. So we walking through the door, he the first face I see, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of felt like, did he come here knowing I was gonna be here? Because his eyes was on me. But at that time, I still played it cool. I didn't want no confrontation at all. And I walked, we shook hands or whatever. She said hey to her people. I didn't make any contact with him. We ain't say nothing. Walked past, went to the other end of the bar at the end, and just a random guy walked over to me.
Okay.
And my back was like leaning on the bar. He walked over and he was just like, hey, let me holler at you real quick. And the aggression just automatically spooked me. For one, I'm like, what, 5'10", 5'11". This dude like 6'4". So he looking down on me, and his aggression, he looking down on me and very close. So I'm just like, dude, back up. What's up? You want to holler at me? You want to take a picture or something? And he's like, nah, let me holler at you right quick. Come over here. And I'm like, what's up? You can just tell me.
Okay.
I don't know who this dude is. I don't know who he came with. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, he was so close, I could smell his breath. So I just put my forearm up, like, back up, bro. And I had said that one time, and then he came back, like my arm pushed up on my arm, and I could feel his gun on his hip. And he was just like, I said, let me holler at you real quick. And it was more aggressive, so I kept pushing him off me, like, back up off me. You know what I'm saying? Back up, back up. I may have told him like anywhere from 8 to 10 times to back up. And that's when everything went the way it did. He swung and, you know, yeah.
All right. And you didn't think that it was a setup?
I didn't know the guy, so I didn't know if he came with dude or not.
So why would he just randomly have a problem with you?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You understand, I got shot back in 2019 by somebody I ain't know. So I didn't, at the time, put, oh, this his people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know the dude. I barely know Adam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and if anything, I'm like, we grown. Why would you send your friend?
In the video that I saw, and I'm gonna cut just to put this particular part in here. I'm not gonna put the other part in because I'm not, you know, I'm not an advocate for guns and things like that. But there is one particular part where when the weapon discharged, everybody was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, and somehow they moved you out of the frame. When you watch the video tonight for yourself, Toya and Adam were right here talking. While they were calling the police on you. She didn't come over to you trying to hug you and console you or anything like that. Like, she went to her husband.
Yeah.
For comfort. And I'm gonna put that particular part in this video. And so I want to ask you again, you don't feel that it was a setup?
I don't know. I can't make assumptions because, like I said, at that point in our relationship, I felt like we was at a very, very good place. So I don't know. And from what she was telling me, what her and Adam had going on was so far removed from her. So I don't know.
Now, and I wish you well in fighting this case. I don't wish jail on any person. I can't say how I would have acted in that situation, gone through what you've gone through. However, there's been a lot of rumors out there about her, and what she does, what she's willing to do, things that she's done to help, I guess solidify her brand, in particular, buying followers, it not being genuine reach and all this stuff, anything for clout. Although I do think she is, quite, I don't know, it's kind of hard to put a finger on it because there's really no substance to her. Like you're a grown woman with 3 kids, but there's no deafness to you. Like, and it just seems like she's more of a, she likes to play a lot of games. So after her telling you deserve to be here, okay, after you were at an event, you deserve to be in a jail. You deserve to be in jail. She won't testify for you.
No, she definitely. She actually recently just told me she want me to pay her to testify. My lawyer and we was like, that's illegal. I can't pay you to make a testimony on something that's just true. That's like coercion.
She found comfort in her husband when you were like right here. I'm right here, and she found comfort in her husband that night. Didn't help you. Don't want to testify for you. Want to play games. Now, Adam, let's go back to Adam sitting down with me, telling me how toxic she is, and he was tired of putting out fires. How do you feel about Adam now?
I can't take nothing from the man. He knew her way longer than me. You know what I'm saying?
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. I'm trying to get there.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying. I can't take nothing from him.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, again, I'm not mad at the dude. It's just, you can't say things about me you don't know me.
But how do you know she wasn't filling his ear with stuff? Because he found out about you, I'm sure, through her.
I don't know. I think Adam did his own research. I think at that moment, in time, he was obsessed with LaToya. He was obsessed with her, thinking she was gonna eventually come back. He couldn't believe she got a new crib without him. Like, he had set her up for failure as if she ever wanted to leave him.
What do you mean?
He ran everything as far as their whole business. When LaToya left him, she left with nothing but her kids and that YouTube channel. Everything else, Adam controlled. She knew nothing about the business. He knew everything, she knew nothing. So it was like her starting her life over, but had money. But all she had was YouTube and her kids, and she had to figure it out, and her brand deals and stuff. But he didn't teach her, and he shut her up for failure. So anytime she would try to branch out what she said she did in the past, she couldn't survive because she had to come back and be like, I don't know nothing. This, I can't do it without him. You understand? He managed her before she got management later in their marriage. He managed her for years. He controlled the business, the brand deals. He got the brand deals. He controlled the YouTube and everything. He did everything. So she knew nothing. She was just a talent. She said that in her video. She was just a talent. He controlled everything. He set her up for failure. She knew nothing. So if she wanted to leave, she had to come back eventually.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to ask, given that your freedom is on the line, and she's not willing to help you with that, and Adam had described this very character that you are experiencing now. I mean, I was just wondering, for the brother's sake, for the sake of the Million Man March of bringing men together, I mean, could the man at least say, look, thank you. Could you just tell him thank you for you warned me, and I apologize if I thought otherwise. I think she played.
Sending me no warning,
I think
Tasha.
she played both of y'all.
But what I'm saying, I don't think Adam was sending me no warning for nothing. I think he was obsessed with her. I think at that moment he was obsessed with me and her being together. He couldn't believe she moved on so fast. You gotta understand what you saw on an interview you had with him for an hour or so. Mm-hmm. I see this man pick his kids up. I'm in the house and he outside having talks with her like, you got this guy around the kids. Like, he was obsessed. He wasn't over her when we first got together. He was still thinking his wife was gonna come to her senses, understand, girl, we got this business together. You can't survive without me. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you can look at it and see things been changing. She ain't doing what she used to do since she left. They dynamic of they whole YouTube family they ain't making no money off YouTube like they was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay.
When the last time you seen her post a brand deal? The brands wanted the family. Because he made that happen. And I give him the respect for that, but,
Okay. So, you're out and you're on probation. You got to check in, do some things and stuff like that. What are your plans now?
My plans are still the same. I'm still the same. I just think I got to get back to my normal self, get back in the gym working out, get back around normal people, get back eating right, and just getting back to my normal life. It's just, I lost a lot just going to jail. Jail is expensive. I'm going to tell you that.
What'd you lose?
I lost my apartment car, just backed up on a lot of things, just not being able to provide for my kids like I usually do, just being in jail. You got to pay lawyers tens of thousands of dollars, and then you got to pay tens of thousands of dollars on bonds to get out because you got multiple charges, and it's just a lot,
Okay, you going back?
Going back where?
To jail.
Yeah, they'll never see me.
Oh no, you a high head.
Nah.
You a high head, boy. Like,
Nah, it's just, I'm gonna be honest, like, people take that situation is a scenario-based situation. I think anybody that has dealt with the stuff that I've dealt with in life as far as getting shot and just being in situations like that where a guy just approach you don't know who he is, but the aggression is there and you can feel the gun on his hip. I don't know if he gonna pull it or not, but I ain't gonna wait to see. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was just a situation, the circumstances, I felt like I had to protect myself. Ain't nobody come over there and grab him up off me. They all looking at me like I'm looking at them.
What happened before we wrap this up, because I don't want to keep you here too long. You seem a little nervous. I guess maybe, I know you're getting a lot of phone calls and stuff, so I want to get you back to your family. What happened the first time you got shot? Tell me about that. Tell us about that.
It was just random. Like I said, I was at a Walmart. I was with my son at the time, and we walked in Walmart. It was late. I went to Columbia, where I'm from, to get my son and drove right back. Went into Walmart, walked around, got something. I noticed somebody following me. Well, I didn't notice him following me, but I noticed, like, if I turn my back, he act like he doing something, looking at something on his phone. But saw him on 2 different hours, 2 different time type thing, but still didn't think nothing of it. But I kind of got spooked when I walked out into the parking lot, put my son in the car, and I seen the guy in the parking lot. I'm like, damn, that's the same dude. But he in the parking lot, and when I turned around, he acting like he on his phone. So I was just like, okay, let me hurry up. So I put my son in the car on the opposite side, and I walked around. When I walked around, he met me face to face, and I was just like, yo, watch out. But I thought that was enough, because my aggression was there. I thought that was enough to let him know, I don't know what you... So I just turned my back to him, grabbed the door. When I grabbed the door to get in the car, he put the gun to my back. And when I turned around, I saw it. He said something. I don't know if it's give me whatever. Because at that point, when that's happened, you like...
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, but I grabbed for my weapon, and I ain't grabbed fast enough.
So where did he shoot you?
In my arm and in my stomach.
Oh, in front of your son?
Yeah. Yeah.
And did the police catch him?
They did later, yeah.
And what was his reasoning for shooting you?
He was just trying to rob me. But I don't know what his reason was, because I ain't know the dude. I think he was just trying to rob, but I think he was spooked because he saw me grab for my weapon.
So you don't think he would have shot you if you wouldn't have?
I don't think so.
Okay. Wow.
I think he probably thought I would have got scared and just... Because at that point, it gave me every right to, you know what I'm saying, draw down on you and whatever's going to be, what it's going to be. But I think he just didn't want to take a chance. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, that is crazy. I mean, I've had people in those situations. Never it has gotten that bad. So, but I'm glad that your son is able to see his daddy, and and you're here to see another day. And so, is there anything else you want to leave us with before we wrap up? You want to tell people where they can find you? No, are we good?
I'm good.
Are you good?
You losing weight? Shaq got you on them.
Shaq ain't got me on nothing, because Shaq is African. He like his women thick. So I'm getting too small for Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Man. Listen, no, I'm not. I'm back vegan the way I was before I got pregnant. Having a son made me crave because my protein levels were low. Have some more what?
Some more kids.
No, I'm not.
Africans like a lot of kids.
He don't, though.
He said it now. How old y'all is?
I'm about to be 40 in like 4 months. No more babies. And he's neutered, by the way, so.
Oh, yeah, y'all good then.
Yeah, we got no more babies. We're good. We got our 2, boy and a girl, the American dream.
You ever thought pulling the candy bears?
What, a surrogate?
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
For real?
I don't. I still believe in spirits, and you don't know the spirit of that parent, even though it's my seed carrying that baby. I can't do it. I would be better off just adopting. Now, I do want to adopt.
Why would you adopt?
Because there's a lot of kids out here who don't have... So you
adopt just an Asian kid?
No, I would adopt a black kid.
He gonna have to look like y'all, but you
No, he don't have to look like us, but I want to raise underprivileged black kids. I mean, Asian kids are fine. Their parents are mostly highly educated, plenty of jobs. I feel that black people should be raising black kids. I saw a video the other day with not to say that all parents are like this, but it was a Caucasian woman throwing a little black boy that she was obviously a foster child mom to against the wall and glass and Sam's, and telling them she was going to, whoop him. And
she probably got him at a late age, though, because a lot of times if you get them past 6 and 7, they already going to be how they going to be.
I think it depends on how you you know how to parent. And that's why everybody should not be foster parents, because these kids do come with a lot of problems. And if you're not patient enough, but throwing a kid against a glass
Yeah, you can't do that.
and Sam's Club telling them you gonna, you know, beat his ass and look down and stuff, like, everybody shouldn't be parents. They shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? And then it looks bad when you're a white woman yelling at a little black boy and they think, oh, he's there because he's your check. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do get a check.
Which has happened.
They get
So,
checks.
but if I want to adopt, that means they're not gonna be giving me no check. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta get them as a baby.
I
though.
wanted, and it don't even have to be a baby. It could be a nice little 4, 5-year-old. It could be a 16-year-old. It don't matter. You know, if
No,
I
you
feel
don't
a
want no
connection.
16-year-old. Stop lying.
No, seriously, if I feel a connection to a child, you know what I'm saying, and they just need somebody to help them go the right way, I will definitely do it. Absolutely.
That's
So
dope.
I don't want it. Age doesn't matter, and I could see myself truly having a house full of, you know, adopted kids, because I always wanted a big family to come eat Christmas dinner and stuff. And right now we got 4.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I want to fill the table, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, but no,
You got 4 kids?
it's 4 people. It's
4
me,
people,
my
yeah.
husband,
And your 2
son,
babies.
and daughter. So, but you know, to have a family of 8 or 10, I love that.
Go get
You know,
some. I'm
so
pretty sure you can.
well, I gotta convince him first. You know,
He don't. Yeah. I
he,
feel you. Yeah.
he don't want nobody else's children, but he don't even barely want his own. Not playing.
I know that's, I tell people I don't like kids, but I like my own.
Yeah.
Them the only kids I like. That's a fact.
He said kids are cock blockers. That's what he
For
said. What you mean you can't do that? I'm tired. I've been cooking. I'm tired. I can't kids. I'm tired
They
of
in the way.
working. Right. So no, but thank you so much, Vaughn. Tell everybody again where they can find you.
At Von Ray on all social media. Everything.
All right.
YouTube,
And spell
Instagram.
that for him.
VONRHE.
All right. First day out.
First day out.
So we good?
We straight.
All right,
We
'cause
always
you
been-
know, I think-
you got my letter now. Don't act like I ain't getting no letter back, but I'm just saying I did write you a letter.
I felt like it was a conflict of interest for me to read a letter from you from jail.
Why?
I just did.
Whatever. Ty. We
I
done.
read your letter. But I don't write letters. I never did. I've been the type, every time I dated a guy that even went to jail, I wouldn't even take his calls. I don't know why I'm like that.
Well, Shake took yours though.
He did. Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
Don't do that. Don't do that. All right.
Well, now
Now
she
we
wanna
gotta
end
go.
the interview.
Say bye.
See y'all later.
All right. We out. Let's go.